Right, in today's lesson, I'm going to show you how a simple Thera-band can make you a better golfer by hitting more consistent golf shots. So let's get stuck into this lesson and find out just how. So, a Thera-band, we're going to show you a drill, what you can do with this band to make your golf swing a lot better. Now, let's run through a couple of phrases that you might have heard and what are causing you to be a little bit inconsistent. Number one, who's heard the chicken wing? Hit that like button or comment down below if you suffer with the old chicken wing. Who's heard a bit of disconnection as well? Who's heard that going? And who's heard a bit of a separation of the arms, feeling disconnected through the arms? And what I'm talking about there, if I just pop this down for a second, is all to do with what happens, what I call with the triangle of the golf swing. Now, if we took our setup to a golf ball, whether it was a driver, even all the way down to putter, what we would see, there's always a triangle connected between our hands and our elbows. And what we would see through a lot of textbook golf swings, now I know that every golf swing doesn't have to be textbook, but if we can try and endeavour to try and keep some positions close to them, it's going to be a lot easier for us to become more consistent. Because the reason why your inconsistencies happen is because of the breakdown of this triangle. So what starts to happen, we take our setup like this, we build the triangle there. Then if I just turn this way and I were to swing back now and actually create a good golf swing and a good backswing, what we'd see is that our triangle now is pretty much still in the same shape here. It runs down by trail forearm and then runs across to the lead forearm and goes back. What I see from a lot of people is that they start to lose the shape of this triangle. Maybe the right elbow flies out, maybe that the left arm starts to actually break a little bit and goes out here, and this triangle really starts to look a lot different from what it did a moment ago at setup. Like I say, we're not looking to get it perfect. It doesn't have to be in the exact position, but if we can get very close to this and feel that we keep it pretty much like it was at the start. Obviously your elbows bent here and the right left forearms rolled a little bit, but if we can try and keep the shape of the triangle, then we're going to start to see that we get better shots. Now, the one that we talked about at the start of the lesson, the chicken wing, what starts to happen there? What you would see from people who suffer with strike issues, who are lacking in distance and generally just inconsistent golf shots, as they get down to impact, all of a sudden we'd get this starting to go on, where that triangle is really starting to separate and not looking like we would see from some of the best players in the world, where we'd still see this triangle being put into a good position. And then through into our follow through, actually getting some extension here, we'd see generally that that triangle now is still in a good place. It wouldn't be that as I come through, I get this big chicken wing and I get this starting to happen. I'm trying to keep the shape of the triangle throughout my golf swing. So with a simple Thera-band, what you can do, buckle it up so it's there, and you're going to slide it over and we're going to place it just above the elbows now. So as I take my address here, I can actually feel it pulling on me slightly, so I can feel some tension. If I were to actually go up and separate, I'd really feel some tension, and it's quite hard to get it out that wide as I do it. It starts to roll up my arms as I do that as well. And then again, if I'm coming into impact, I'd want to see that I keep it pretty much the same, not that I'm starting to stretch it too much. And then as I get through into my follow through, I'd almost see that it collapses a little bit and comes off, because I'm actually getting the triangle to go ever so slightly narrower as I go through that. So what I want you to do is take it down at the range, take your 7-iron or your 8-iron, band it up, make it the appropriate size for yourself, and you're going to start to hit some small shots where you're trying to keep your triangle the same. And what you'll notice is that your body has to do a lot more work. Instead of the arms separating and moving off in a different position, you'd keep your triangle and keep it, and you'd notice now that my body is starting to rotate some more. So if we went here with the first swing, keep it nice and connected and try and keep that triangle shape as I go through. As I've got there, really nice shot, and I've kept the triangle. So it's here at the start, here at impact, and then extend as I go through, not lose it, separate it, and cause it to go even wider going through. Let's see that you're starting to keep some really nice triangles as we go through. So as I'd be here on that camera angle here, we can see band still there, still got my triangle as I go through, and you'd start to just chip off some 7-irons about 100 yards, maybe 80 yards or whatever your distance is. A little bit towy, a little bit heavy, just felt the club slip, but kept my triangle. If I would have kept it a little bit better, probably would have got a better strike. So go through this motion, see if you can start to keep the triangle a lot better as you're going through. Then to progress, just try and focus on one. For me, I always see better results with players when they focus on trying to keep the triangle down at the bottom. So here you can let it go, as long as you've got it back a little bit here and it's extended through, you would see that you'd start to get better strikes. So up, triangle at the bottom, not the chicken wings and separated. Let's see if we can get a bit of a fizzy one going off here. Absolutely ripped that. Great strike, real solid. So I've kept my triangle there and actually been able to hit a far better shot, as opposed to separating the arms and getting a really inconsistent strike. So if you're someone who's looking to hit better golf shots through your bag, give this a go. See that you can actually place your arms into the triangle. Even sometimes the towel under the arm's a good one, but get a Thera-band. I think they're a couple of pounds from your local sports shop or whatever it will be, and see that you're not letting your elbows start to separate throughout the golf swing. Try and keep them, there will be a little bit of movement in there, but try and keep them connected. Get rid of this chicken wing, start to use the body to turn it, and see that we've got the arms nice and connected and we're not losing our triangles. A bit like the Illuminati really. So get in the Illuminati, get some triangles going on throughout your golf swing, and see that you are going to be a more consistent golfer. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson this week. If you have, do hit that like button, and remember to hit the subscribe and the bell notification so you can have me as your golf coach for every future lesson. Also, a big thank you to Lacala. Absolutely glorious out here at the moment, here making loads of content for us all to improve our golf throughout the winter into next year. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.